It's like people really get my face twisted, guys. I mean, but there's the cliche that says you can't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. In my case, you can't judge a book by its cover. It's like the universe. I mean, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, they get such a laugh. I told you guys before, I'm like the Dave Chappelle for the spirit world. They get such a laugh. It's like I'm putting on a show for the spirit realm because they know how these people out here think, and they know that I'm some kind of anomaly walking around. So it's like hilarious. Nobody would suspect that a face like mine, you know what I mean? But guys, I don't like talking about this kind of stuff because, well, I'm older now, right? And we all know if you're in a physical body, you can be beaten, right? Confirmation. Right now, I got somebody flashing lights behind me when there's no reason to, even though you're going 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. Tell y'all, there's no manners. You don't know who in this car. You flashing light to somebody. That's why I'm seeing all these. I didn't see some horrific accidents this past week, guys. I'm telling y'all, people are completely out of their minds. They don't care. But anyway, I don't like coming on here talking about how strong I am, guys. Look, why do you think they have to group up? All this stuff is just talk, man. It's just talk to waste time and for me to come on here and start bumping my gums and people just getting a kick out of the energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to prove to anybody about what I can do. I don't have to prove to anybody that I can take a punch but I will go over a few variables. I've showed plenty of times my strength is it's not like the people my age or my size or my weight. Okay? Now, of course, I couldn't fight an Anthony Joshua because he just has a bigger reach size. There are too many disadvantages. But we talking about somebody my size, it's not even nothing. And some people bigger than me is not nothing unless they are athlete. You only can do so much before you land your behind in prison. You can't. What can you do? But just let y'all know, they knew what I was capable of. That's why they had to group up, conspire, lie, gossip. Nobody wanted to come to me in my face about nothing, and they're not supposed to. But just on a physical level, I told you guys back in the day, I said there was nobody stronger than me in my class except one guy I can think of that ended up being an NFL football player. If you talk to people that I went to high school with, they would tell you I had abnormal strength. I was doing things that seemed to suggest I had strength on a superhuman type of level. I'm not the only one out here. I'm not talking like I'm the only one, but I'm just telling y'all, I'm one of them. I'm one of those dudes you don't want to mess around on the physical level. And here I am. I'm supposed to be like really out of shape right now and just battered and beaten. And look at how I'm looking and sounding and talking. That's why I say I don't look at people the same. I think everybody knows now that I'm something not human, because the average human had to went through 25% of what I went through. They'd probably be the 6 feet under, sick, or just, I don't even know. They wouldn't be me though. They wouldn't show strength. I showed you guys what I could do with my hands. You guys know what my bloodline, you seen the bloodline, what the bloodline do on a football field, right? You guys, I had a video I did when I was in I had showed y'all how I looked at 45 with no gym, and then how I looked at 40 when I went to gym for 3 weeks. I looked like the Hulk. I was only in the gym for 3 weeks. If I go to the gym with a group of guys and we all the same size, I will be the one who looks bigger than everybody in 2 or 3 weeks. They will notice it's something not right about this dude. What are you doing? What are you taking? I'm talking about black guys too. We ain't talking about races. I'm talking about other black dudes. That's why I say when I talk about equality, I'm not even talking about other races. I'm talking about my own skin color. We not equal. You think they didn't know that, guys? You think they didn't see that, guys? What happened when we were all growing up together? They saw that. And they became mad and envious and jealous and decided to group up and do something about it. So it's really not little old me. It might be little old me to somebody who don't know me, but they know it's not little old me because they grew up with me. You see? What about I told you guys about the time with the Audi A6 on top of my foot? No broken bones, no swelling, nothing. The guys who witnessed that in Vegas. Now maybe an Audi A6 is not big enough of a car to do anything, but no swelling, no broken bones. You should have seen the look on those guys' face as that Audi A6 was on top of my foot and just rolled over, and I started like doing a Michael Jordan fadeaway laughing. You should have seen the look on their face. So I get tired of all this stuff about what these people are stupid. I think that's pretty obvious now. They're stupid. They knew how strong the collective was. Oh, they knew. That's why they had to group up. It's not like they didn't know. They knew. And they were scared. And they didn't want to look me in my eye. And I could tell many other stories. But that would sound like I'm actually thinking about these people. And I'm not. Like I said, y'all thinking about these people more than I am. I already know who I am. I already know, what I got, the juice I got, stuff like that. So, every now and then I got to make a video like this. Yes, I am physically superior, but the universe laughs because they gave me a face that make people think they could play with me.